All in our kitchen today, and we're happy to have John Soileau, sous chef at Providence New American Kitchen, to walk us through an amazing dish. What are we cooking up today?
We are doing our famous short ribs today, and we do these short ribs with amazing grits. They have got a little bit of jalapeno, some shallots in there, and then we fold in some Swiss chard as well. A bit of color, a little bit of contrast. We top it off with some roasted root vegetables and then also some pickled onions. So it's got really great hints of everything in there. It's got some tang, it's got some savoriness, and then we finish it off with our veal stock that we make from scratch, obviously, there at the restaurant. So
it sounds delicious. Okay, now this dish is actually not easy to prepare. For those folks at home, how can they do it? You know, it's an extensive process and a long process.
Sure is.
Okay, let's talk about this.
So what we usually do at the restaurant is we'll go through and we'll marinate this in bully porter, a little bit of carrots, celery, onions, and we'll marinate it for about 8 to 10 hours. And then we actually cook it for 48 hours at a very low temperature. So it's a long process. Now, if someone at home wants to do this dish, you can find short ribs at Sam's Club, at your local butcher shop. You should be able to find boneless short ribs if you'd like them. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to sear them off after you've salt and peppered them and braise them in some beef broth. You know, probably about 4 to 6 hours thereabouts. Maybe hit it with a little bit of white or red wine too.
Ooh, yeah, and
it's just perfect and a nice balance. So.
Okay, now you like the bone to be out of your short rib. Why is that?
It's better for our diners that way, really. I mean, you know, the bones can be kind of intimidating when you find them in a piece of meat there at a restaurant. When you go, you really don't want to have to play with that on your plate. And so we've done that, and we've designed this to try to make it easier for our guest.
Okay, it looks delicious. Okay, what do we have here?
So right here what we have is veal stock, and this is our homemade stock that we use at the restaurant. And basically we have our homemade grits here as well. We fold a little bit of chard into these grits. We cook the chard through, and then we'll plate it up on the plate here. And what I've done over here is just basically take some of the grits, some broccoli, which is another vegetable that we put on the plate itself, with some chard. We put the beef right on top of the vegetables there, and then we top it off with these roasted root vegetables. And really, it's kind of what we're using over here, and it's going to vary from season to season. Right now, we're using butternut squash, celery root, parsnips, carrots, and then we'll take the sauce itself, come around, and do a little bit of sauce right over the top.
Delicious. Now, what is the key to making great grits that taste like something you'd find at your restaurant?
Well, I tell you what, I consider grits to be my specialty because that's the first thing that I cooked as a kid. And so really what it is you got to get your milk and your stock nice and hot, starting to simmer, and that's when you'll start to stir in and whisk in your grits. And you want to let that corn get nice and soft. So if the bigger the size of the corn, the longer you want it to cook. But the trick is to make sure they're nice and creamy when they're done. You don't want that crunchiness. So,
no crunchy.
That's right.
Let's bring Michael in to try out your perfect grits.
Yes.
Are you ready to dig in? Do you want to go over? You want to bring that dish over here?
This was the first thing you learned to make from Grandma. Are these grits going to make Grandma proud?
The grits will make Grandma. Let me put a little bit of onion on top there, just so you have that contrast. But the grits would make Grandma very happy. As a matter of fact, I take pride in my grits.
Oh, I'm just going to hold this. I'm just going to dig right into the bowl. I'm just going to go for it. They're that
Whatever
good.
works for you, Michael. And this short rib, again, it pairs really well with everything.
It pairs excellent with everything. And you know, if you're looking for some wine, too, to go with the short ribs, I recommend either a Cab or, you know, a nice Shiraz would be really good with it as well. So usually I enjoy red wines with beef, so that would be a good way to go with that.
And did you say this was boneless?
It is boneless.
So nice. We can just dig right in right after the...
Exactly. That's the idea. We want to go no hassle for you.
No hassle, just pure enjoyment. Sit and enjoy our food, which is what we do on the show.
Exactly.
So thank you for helping us do that. We appreciate you coming on the show.
You're very welcome.
It's been a lot of fun.
We're going to make short work of those short ribs coming up. Yeah.
And I expect the two of you to come out to the restaurant again and visit us sometime soon.
Yeah, I was out there last week. It's phenomenal. Go. Take your hubby. It's awesome.
Take my hubby? Okay.
It's awesome. It's a good date night.
This is a great indication that it's a delicious restaurant. So, are things going well?
Things are going awesome. We've just been really busy, so we're blessed and thankful.
Thank you. We
All right,
appreciate
sounds
it.
good.
Well, coming up tomorrow, we'll make strides.